Hey, what's up, guys? I'm John, and today we're going to be talking about ways to boost testosterone levels naturally. So, you might have seen recent headlines in the news about males aren't as strong as they were only decades ago. Stuff like the male testosterone levels have actually been in decline in recent history, and you might have even noticed stuff like testosterone treatment facilities popping up in your town. And so, with the increased attention on the subject, you might be wondering what some of the symptoms are. So some of the big ones that affect males, it's stuff like you have more fatigue, a lot less energy, you have thinning hair, whether that's on top of your head, or if it's like your beard is it as full as it once was. You can also have stuff like a decreased sex drive, decrease in muscle mass, and increase in fat deposits. And you might be wondering, okay, well, these symptoms sound like stuff I'm going through. How do I know if it's testosterone versus other issues? And the best way of doing that is to go and talk to your doctor. So they're going to be the experts, and they're obviously the ones to be able to say if it could be testosterone or other areas. But the really good news is it's an easy blood test that they can run to check what your actual levels are. And from there, you'll know your course of action after talking to your doctor. So there are different methods for increasing those numbers, but I personally want to focus on the natural side. So the first area to focus on is to lose weight, and that's best done through a combination of better eating and increased physical activity. The second is actually to do more weightlifting and exercising. So with the weightlifting, this is where you're focused on muscle growth kind of exercising. And with that, you obviously want to do cardio to help with weight loss. But in general, the two of those, that's going to have a really good effect. So the third area is you want to have a lot more and better sleep at night. So try to get to bed a little earlier. Try to do stuff to help you sleep throughout the night, like putting up darker window curtains and to not check your phone as much. And that's best done through a combination of better eating and increased physical activity. The second is actually to do more weightlifting and exercising. So with the weightlifting, this is where you're focused on muscle growth kind of exercising. And with that, you obviously want to do cardio to help with weight loss. But in general, the two of those, that's going to have a really good effect. So the third area is you want to have a lot. So the third area is you want to have a lot more and better sleep at night. So try to get to bed a little earlier. Try to do stuff to help you sleep throughout the night, like putting up darker window curtains and to not check your phone as much late at night. And so the fourth area is to reduce stress. So easier said than done, but basically try to do stuff that helps you not be as stressed, because when you have increased stress, you have a lot more cortisol in your body, and that is actually really bad for testosterone levels. And so the fifth area, and this is a big area, but basically you want to really focus on the foods that you're eating. So you want to increase the number of greens that you're eating, and specifically you want to be eating stuff like spinach, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and broccoli. You want to increase the amount of good fats that you're eating, so stuff like olive oil, avocado, peanut butter, and coconut. You want to have a lot more protein in your diet, and that's best done through stuff like eggs, tuna, chicken, beef, and beans even. So even if you're a vegetarian, there are ways around that. And then you want to increase basically stuff like vitamin D, pomegranate, and garlic, because all of those do have benefits as well. Now the sixth area is what to avoid, and this is a really interesting area. I've been doing more research myself just because I haven't seen my numbers increasing to where I want them to be just yet. And I've actually come across stuff that says, number one, try to eliminate hops. That is kind of a tricky one. Hops are in most beers, and especially if you like IPAs, that's where it's especially prevalent. So try to switch to different other alcohols if that's your thing, or even decreasing the amount of alcohol you're drinking is going to help with weight loss. So ultimately more benefits there. But then you want to decrease how much BPA you're being exposed to. So BPA is often found in plastics and stuff like plastic water bottles, packaging. So You just got to be a little bit more cognizant of what you're consuming from. Now, the big area too is soy. You really have to expel soy from your diet, and that is kind of tricky as well, considering that if you're especially eating protein bars with your increased working out, there's soy in so much. So you really have to be careful and read all the labels, focus on like whey protein and egg-based protein within protein bars. So that's what I've got for today. I hope this information helps, and I hope this is really more of kind of a starting point. There's a lot of good information out there online about it, so highly recommend you check that out. And if you're interested in seeing if you have testosterone levels that you might want to boost, talk to your doctor and they'll be able to get you on the right track. So that's it for today. Thanks, guys.